All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the very first ever Brethren Bachelorette. Please give it up. Tonight will be a night full of making or breaking dreams. Who knows what could happen? Here we have a lovely bucket hat full of approximately 60 envelopes with names of prospective dates. Tonight, each member of Brethren Hall will be drawing an envelope with a name in it, opening it up, and finding out who his date will be for the Brethren Bachelorette Hall date this Friday night. More info to come on that. But first, I just want to go over a little bit more about what's going to be happening tonight. So, we've got the names in the envelopes, right? Each boy is going to be coming up, going to be opening an envelope. He's got a name inside. He's going to read that name. But, not just that. Each boy is going to give a little bit of an introduction. I'm going to ask a little bit of questions, and we're just going to get on the same page, just so that we all know what's going on here, except for the guys, right? So, I think we should kick it off with our very first guest tonight, an engineering major, sophomore, who just so happens to have put together our AV for tonight. Everyone, please give it up for Levi Tucker. Levi, it's great to have you here tonight. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
You're doing great, yeah? About, on a scale of 1 to 10, about how anxious are you feeling to draw from the hat?
Well, you know, I've seen a lot of the names that are on the list, and I'm pretty excited, so...
That's good to hear. He's excited, everyone. That's what we like, right? All right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I am excited. So.
On a scale of 1 to 10, he is excited. What more could we ask for, right, folks? That's right. All right, so do you have any bit of information about yourself that you feel as though any prospective date might need to know about you before going on this date with you on Friday?
Well, I talk a lot.
Clearly.
So you might have to try to, get a word in or two here and there. But in between all that, I think we'll have a good time.
He talks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get into it. All right, whenever you are ready,
just shuffle them around.
Just shuffle them around and take a name.
They're so neatly stacked. I feel like they shouldn't be.
I feel like they shouldn't be also. Maybe we should fix that for next time. Assuming there is a next time.
All right.
All right, here we go.
We got Sarah Collins.
Sarah Collins. All right, Sarah. It's going to be a great time. It will be so fun. Just remember, he talks a lot.
I talk too
Ladies
much.
and gentlemen, Levi Tucker. All right, next, hailing from the wonderful colony of Appomattox, Virginia, our very own sophomore music major, Parks Robinson. All right, Parks, it's great to have you here tonight. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Awesome. He's feeling great, ladies and gentlemen. What more is there to ask, right? Parks, I do have a question for you, though. So, obviously, faculty members aren't allowed to participate. However, should, in the future, a faculty member be able to participate, is there one faculty member that you think maybe you would like to be in the Brethren Bachelorette?
Dr. Davis.
Dr. Davis, you heard it here. Some I've heard call him Dollar Bill. All right, let's get into it. Let us draw from the hat.
Just gonna reach in.
Just reach on in.
All right. Shoot, how do you open these? Ashley Beagle.
Ashley Beagle! All right, Ashley, it is going going to be a great time with you and Parks. Parks, do you have any messages for Ashley before we depart?
I'm not like Levi, and so I don't talk a lot. So.
All right, Ashley, you're going to be doing all the talking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Parks Robinson. All right, next, we have a global man, Mr. Worldwide, some might say. He's been all around the world, mostly in Europe, but lately I've heard that he's been around Queens, New York. Our very own philosophy major, Nathan Fredier. All right, Nathan, how are we doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Great, John. I'm doing great.
Awesome. He is doing well, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. Nathan Fredier is doing well. Nathan,
always.
I do have a question for you.
Yes, John. What is the question?
Let us just recount all of the places
All of the places.
that you have called home in the past. How old are you, Nathan?
19, give or take a couple years.
19, give or take a couple
Couple
years.
years.
Where have you called home in the past 19, give or take a couple years?
Well, let's see. We've got Kiev, Ukraine. We've also got Cherkasy, Ukraine. We've got Odessa, Ukraine. We've got Poprad, Slovakia. We've got Trnava, Slovakia. We have Queens, New York. We have a very short stint in Spain and England. I don't think those really count.
Okay.
We've got Rock Hill, South Carolina. We've got Charlotte, North Carolina.
Wow. And
Yeah.
so, if you were to take a date to one of the places that you have been, where would you say would be the most romantic location of the places that you have called home?
Well, John, shouldn't that be obvious? The Great Hall at Covenant College.
The Great Hall of We heard it here first. All right, Nathan. Let us get a name for
Let's do
you
this.
to take to the Great Hall at Covenant College.
Alrighty, let's see what we got here. We've got Rachel Baxter.
Rachel Baxter, That is what we love to hear, Nathan. Do you have any messages for Rachel before we head out tonight?
Rachel, I'm super excited, but also I don't wear my glasses, so from a distance, I'll have no idea who you are.
Awesome! Nathan Fredier, ladies and gentlemen! And now, Nathan's roommate, a man of mystery, hailing from who even knows, our very own Hayden Kolb. Hayden Kolb, how are we doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic, John.
He is doing fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we love to hear. We are on a hot streak. Awesome. Hayden, let's just talk a little bit about what you are currently studying here at Covenant.
Right now, I am a business major, and I am a concentration in accounting. So,
Concentration in
numbers.
accounting. That means he is a good man with the money. All right, Hayden. I think we should just jump right into it. What do you say?
let's do it.
All right, here we go. Let's see the wonderful date that Hayden Kolb will be taking with us on Friday.
We have Allie Davis.
Allie Davis. Awesome. Hayden, do you have any message for Allie before we depart tonight?
Just if you want to find me in the crowd, look up.
Look up, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you will be able to detect Hayden Kolb. I did want to take a brief intermission to hear from some of the experts. If we could have join us right now, Nate Collins. Ladies and gentlemen. So, Nate, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well.
He's doing well, ladies and gentlemen. Nate, you won't be drawing from the hat tonight, will you?
I won't.
And how come? Why is that?
I have a girlfriend.
He does have a girlfriend.
I don't know. It could be you, though.
Oh, could be me. Who knows? Could be me. Yeah, so you do have a girlfriend. So, you know, this isn't, just for the record, an official date. We don't know what could happen on this date. You know, it doesn't have to be romantic. In fact, I would encourage us all go as friends. However, this is Covenant College. Who knows what could happen? Although, I do have to say, Nate is an expert in the dating scene in the sense that he has made it past just talking to a girl. a lot for some of
I know.
us, you know.
I
But
do.
you've done it. You've done it. You've
I
made
did.
it past that. And
Just
some.
once, though.
Just once. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. Maybe it can stay like that. Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
So Nate, what advice would you have to any of the guys on our hall going on this date on Friday?
Make sure your fly is zipped.
Make sure your fly is zipped, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome, awesome. That's what we like to hear. Now, before you go, Nate, I do just have one very important thing for you. Nate did not know this, ladies and gentlemen, but he actually will be opening up a card with the name of his Friday date.
I gotta get it open. Lily Harris!
Awesome. Nate, do you have any message to Lily before you depart tonight?
I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon. In case you didn't know, that was his girlfriend's, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not out here to cause any stumbling or temptation. You know how it is. This is a Christian school. All right, let us move on to our next guest, which just so happens to be, wait for it, Nate's twin brother, biology major, Dan Collins. Dan, it is great to have you here tonight. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
You're doing pretty good, yeah. So Dan, you are not a taken man. That's correct, right?
No, I'm not.
You are not. So, who knows? Maybe this Friday something could happen. Maybe with your date, maybe with someone else's date. Who knows? Who knows? Anything could happen, people. That's why this is random.
Right, I'm gonna steal Lily.
Yep. Yeah. So that's, I mean, case of mistaken identity. Who knows? So, Dan, there is, the Covenant College is kind of known for its maybe toxic dating scene. And so I think some of us may have stumbled into some classrooms at night, maybe looking for a place to study, maybe finding a couple. So I did want to ask you, Dan, just based on your knowledge, where do you think, and now I'm not trying to encourage anything here, folks, where do you think is the best building, if you know what I mean?
Crap. Let's see.
Academic building, of course. Nothing in the residence halls.
That's a tough one. I've heard many stories and I've come across a few. Let's do Sanderson.
Sanderson, interesting. First or second floor?
First.
First.
It's more, yeah.
Yeah, it's more private. I know what you mean, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know where to find Dan. First,
in a classroom.
let's see, Dan, who you are going to find this Friday.
I feel like these aren't getting enough.
They're
So
not.
we're gonna
Yeah,
mix
they're
them
not
up.
getting enough love. That's right.
We want. There we go.
There we
Equal
go.
distribution.
Oh, yeah.
And then, oh gosh.
All right. Who's it going to be?
He says it can't be my sister anymore.
It can't be your sister. That's right.
I was gonna say that is right. Emma Marcotte.
Emma Marco. All right, Dan. Any message to Emma before you see her on Friday?
Well, I was gonna say if the date was going badly, I could swap out with my brother, but I think you can tell the difference, so it doesn't
yeah,
work.
She might. Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Collins.
Woo! Yeah!
All right. Next, our very own RA of Brethren Hall. Everyone, give it up for the wonderful, stunning, handsome, some might even say brilliant, Cade Horton. Cade, how are we doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, John.
You're
How are
doing
you
all right? I'm doing well. You were on duty tonight, is that correct?
I was.
He was on duty. So I do have a question for you, Cade. On average, about how many couples would you say you bust while on duty here in Founders Hall? we're full of their, romantic types. So it's a little bit more common than other buildings, although I don't know about Carter. Anyways.
Too many.
Too many. Yeah, do you think you can give us about an estimate? I heard from Sloan, another one of the RAs, that sometimes the average is about 36 in an hour. Would you say there's any truth to that?
35, 36.
35. Yeah, somewhere around that area. Now, Cade, we are not those couples that you bust.
No.
We like to do everything very wholesomely here, and I know personally from past conversations with you that we are doing whatever we can, to treat our dates like image bearers that they are, right?
Yes, we are.
What would you say, are some really good ways that we can demonstrate showing, other image bearers that they are image bearers?
Well, just preferring the other person above yourself, asking them, hey, do you want to eat inside? Do you want to eat outside?
Those are all really great things, Cade, for sure. You are quite the gentleman. Guys, chivalry is not dead, and I think that is apparent in Cade Horton. So, who is going to be the fair maiden that Cade is going to have to rescue? Or maybe the other way around, who knows? It all depends on who you get.
Probably the other way around.
Probably, I think so too. All right.
Change Futo. How do you say
Our very own Chenga Futo. You are Cade Horton State. Wonderful. Everyone, give it up for Cade and All right. Maybe you'll get her name right on Friday. Let's hope. All right. Thanks, Cade. Everyone give it up for Cade one more time. All right. I think next we have a fan favorite. I would like to introduce our very own soft-spoken economics Evan Hokrine. Evan, it is great to have you here.
I'll tell you what, John, it's so good to be here tonight.
Good to be here. That is what we love to hear. Now, Evan, I do have a question.
Yeah, what's your question?
There are approximately 60, give or take, names in this hat.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of girls. Would you say you are roughly familiar? You do know a lot of people on campus. I would say more than the average student. Would you say you know a large majority of the girls here that you could be taking?
I would say I know about 90%.
90%, that's a pretty big number. So, Evan, is there maybe a particular person in this pool that maybe you've got your eye on?
You know what, John? I'd be so excited to go with any of these lovely ladies on the list.
These lovely ladies. You heard it. It's just my heart. Too cute. We all know he's lying, but too cute. Evan.
All right, let's see what we got.
All right, who is going to go with this lovely little cupcake? Lovely little lying cupcake.
Stop, John. Avery Pats.
Avery Pats. Evan, is there anything that you would like to say to Avery before seeing her on Friday?
Avery is one of the 90%, so I am very excited.
Yeah, just to further your friendship. Awesome, that's what we like to hear. Evan, it has been great having you here
It's been
tonight.
great, John. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Hope you have a great night, Evan. Evan Hokrine, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I couldn't not follow up a fan favorite with another fan favorite. But this fan favorite maybe has something a little bit different in his story. If everyone could please give it up for our very own Martine Landassery. Martine, it is great to have you here tonight. How are you doing?
Thank you, John. I'm doing well.
You are doing well. Martine, similarly to Nate, you won't actually be drawing from this hat, will you?
No, I won't be.
And how come, Martine?
Well, there's a special girl.
There's a special girl, ladies and gentlemen, that he has got on his heart. Martine, I would say, just look at his face. you are an expert with the ladies. Would you agree? He agrees.
No.
Yeah, he does.
What would you have to say, some advice you could give to some normies like us, maybe on this date, or maybe for this date on Friday? Anything that you think, just kind of tips, tricks, maybe anything that might help us not scare our date away? Brethren kind of has a history.
I would say definitely wear cologne.
Wear cologne, yeah.
They really like cologne.
Yeah, Martine, are you wearing cologne right now?
Yes, always.
Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Martine, what cologne specifically would you recommend?
I would recommend Polo Sport. Yeah.
Sport,
Oh,
yeah. A lot of the guys here on our hall aren't really athletic. I know you do have a very large bag of, I believe, sand in our room that you had mentioned you were planning on exercising with. I don't think anyone here has a bag of sand in their room, but would you still recommend using Polo Sport?
I would definitely still recommend using Polo Sport. And getting a bag of sand for sure.
And getting a bag of sand. All right.
Yeah.
Now, Martine, before you go, I did have one special thing for you. I did have a name for you that you will be taking on a date with you this Friday night. Who could it be?
Lilia Cotta.
Lilia
What?
Cotta! Who saw that coming? No one, I bet. No one.
Okay.
All right, well, Martine, do you have anything to say to Lilia before we go?
Lilia, I love you and I'll see you on Friday.
All right, everyone, give it up for Martine. See you, Martine. And she is one lucky lady, let me tell you. All right. Next on our list, another man of mystery. Originally, who knows where he's from originally? I believe Texas. But some say that they have seen him prowling around Sutherland Hall in Mac last year. I don't know what he was doing there, but ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Sam Miller. Sam, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing wonderful.
You're
I'm so happy to be here.
Sam, you were from Texas, isn't that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, that is basically another country,
It
right?
is.
Yeah.
I mean, we're working on it.
You're working on it. Hey,
I'm trying.
A for effort, folks. Am I right? Yeah. Sam, I did wonder, what was it that brought you to Covenant? I mean, besides our wonderful dating scene, am I right, folks? Am I right?
Yeah.
So, Sam, what is it about our campus that is just so appealing to a Texan like you?
Well, the mountain view's one.
Mm.
Texas is pretty plain in terms of its
Yeah.
scenery.
Yeah, I bet.
But another is this community.
Besides
I
you,
just-
of course. Plain scenery besides you.
Well,
It's to say.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And the community I have here.
Yeah,
I
the
love these
community.
people.
It's a pretty solid community. I think, Sam, there is a very lucky person who could be entering in on your community scene. Who knows? Who knows? How about we draw her name from this hat?
Let's.
Let's.
Hannah Habig.
Hannah Habig! Hannah, you are going to have a wonderful time with Sam. Sam, do you have anything to say to Hannah before seeing her on Friday?
Hannah, we had a great time in comparative together. Hopefully we can have some very interesting discussion. Good to see you.
Just out of curiosity, comparative what?
Comparative politics.
Ah, politics. I didn't want to get the wrong idea. All right, everyone, give it up for Sam Miller. All right, our next guest bears some resemblance to your stereotypical cartoon supervillain. However,
I'm insulted by this.
he is insulted by this. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Evan Elliott. Evan, just tell me just a little bit about yourself. What is your prospective date getting into on Friday?
Well, I want my date to have a good time because it would be uncharitable.
not to want someone to have a good time when they were dating you.
Yeah.
But I also want to have a good time.
Right. Of course.
So I want a date that fits priorities.
All right. All right. You said charitable. So charity is one of your priorities. Would you
Oh
agree?
yes,
Yeah.
it's my top priority.
So how charitable are you? Would you say when working safety and security?
I'd say I'm very charitable because I've stopped the campus from burning down on 16 separate occasions.
16 separate occasions. I didn't even know safety and security did that. Ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. Ladies. Not gentlemen. Yeah,
no.
you guys are screwed. Only ladies are going
Except
to
you, Josh Newsom.
Except you, Josh Newsom. All right. Let's see who the lucky lady will be that doesn't burn in a fire, although she may burn up from the sheer hotness of this man.
Kelly Hansen.
Kelly Hansen. Evan, do you have any message to Kelly before saving her from a fire on Friday?
I have no idea who you are, but that won't change anything.
That won't change anything.
Nice to meet you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Evan Elliott. All right. I think, I've used the term mystery a lot. There is a lot of unknown in our hall. We've had a history of what some might say smelly. We clearly don't have that anymore, given Martine's account of cologne. Which hopefully everyone here will take advantage of that advice. And really follow through with that. But something that hasn't changed about our hall is just the absolute amount of mystery. It's crazy. And I think the next person I'm about to introduce may be the most mysterious person on our hall. Some say the only time you ever see this young man is around the art building in the late hours of the night when no one else is working. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the dashing young sophomore art major, Tim Partygon. All right, Tim, it is great to have you here tonight. Tim, I did want to know, and I have some ideas in mind, but what is the reason that you study in the art building by yourself so late at night? Is it because maybe you only like the moonlight? I've heard some things spoken about our halls in previous occasion that we may have an issue with lycanthropy. Werewolf? A werewolf hall? I think someone said that. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? A werewolf hall? Is that right? Tim, about how true would you say that is? Ladies and gentlemen, how true would you say that is? That we are a werewolf hall? Is that what we look like to you, ladies and gentlemen? Werewolves? I don't think so. Anyways, Tim, let's have you draw a name.
Anna Coley.
Anna Coley. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Anna Coley and Tim Partygon. It's been great having you here tonight, Tim. All right. Is there anyone here who has yet to draw a name? Anyone in the audience? Anyone in the audience? How could I forget? I think this might just have happened because I've been on campus for so long. I've been here 2 semesters, give or take a couple months, maybe a pandemic hit or something, but I think that might be a little more reason to love on some people who may have lost a little bit of a portion of their senior year, maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce one of the 2 freshmen living on Brethren. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Micah Cochran. So, Micah, are you familiar with the program The Bachelor or The Bachelorette?
Yes, I am.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Have you watched anything before?
No, I have not.
No, you haven't watched any episodes, man. You are really missing out. But a staple of The Bachelor franchise that we actually are holding true to here on Brethren is the rose. Some of you may have seen the poster around campus. It's got a beautiful rose on it. What are your thoughts in general on roses? Do you think that they are a good flower to pass to your date? Do you think there are better flowers? Is there a particular type of rose? What do you have to say on roses?
I think red roses are pretty classy.
Pretty classy. Would you say you are a classy man, Micah?
I would say so, yes.
A man of class, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard it here first. You know, and I can appreciate that. You know, I don't know much about class at all. I mean, I'm wearing a purple shirt with stripes on it. Would you say that pineapples are in the category classy?
I think they're in right now.
I think they're in right now, too. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for pineapples. Pineapples, that's what I'm talking about. You know, we actually don't get too much of them in the grade hall, but we're not going to talk about that. We're fighting off scurvy with other means. Am I right? Am I right? No scurvy around. Right, all right. Anyways, Micah, let us draw a name in a very classy manner, I'm sure.
Tressie Chandler.
Tressie Chandler. Otherwise may be known as, although you didn't hear this from me, Blair number 2. But who's to say? Who's to say? Ladies and gentlemen, Michael, actually first, do you have any message you would like to share with Tressie before meeting her, I presume, on Friday?
Yeah. I'm a pretty easy guy to get along with, so I hope we have a good time.
Yeah, and Tressie, I hope you bring some pineapples. Ladies and gentlemen, Micah Cochran. You know, and I can't forget Micah's wonderful roommate, hailing from the wonderful Jasper, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for our very own resident cutie pie, Carson Hendon. Carson, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing fantastic, John. Thank
You're
you for
doing
asking.
fantastic. Yeah, I bet. So I do have a question for you, Carson. Before we begin, you are clearly showing off your plethora of bracelets on your arm. You know, that is quite the collection you've got there. Is there any one of these bracelets that maybe you like more than the rest?
I would say I like them all equally. I'm trying to get, one of every color of the O-Team bracelets. So
very interesting. How, I'm assuming legally, are you acquiring these bracelets since you were only on one O-Team? Right?
That's classified.
Classified, ladies and gentlemen. What can I say? He's a man of mystery, much like the rest of our hall. Carson, I don't want to keep these lucky young ladies waiting, so how about we have you draw the name of your date for Friday?
Colby Finch.
Colby Finch, ladies and gentlemen. Colby and Carson. It's beautiful. I can see it now. Carson, it's been great having you here tonight. Do you have anything to say to Colby before meeting her on Friday?
Colby, I don't know you, but I'm sure we'll have a good time, and I'm really excited to meet you on Friday.
Yeah, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Carson Hendon.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Before we end the night, is there anyone else who has yet to draw a name? No one. Well, that's weird. I see a lot of pointing in my general direction. Is that... Did I forget to draw a name? Ladies and gentlemen, what is the matter with me? What is
John.
What is
John.
How silly of me. How silly. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. I really didn't put much thought into my drawing of a name. It could be anyone. There is like a lot of names left. Should we go to a commercial break? No, I'm just messing. All right. I don't know. I feel like I should have someone draw for me. I feel like this is I don't know. Okay, this one fell into my lap, so this one might be the lucky one. All right, here we go. ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Low Piccolo. Sarah, I think we are going to have a great time on Friday. We've got some great things planned. Actually, while we're talking about Friday, every lady whose name has been drawn tonight will proceed to get a follow-up email from yours truly, giving some detail about what our date on Friday is going to look like. What to wear, what to bring, maybe what cologne to wear. I don't know. I might talk to Martine about that one. Either way, I hope you check your emails afterwards. And to the ladies who did not get their names drawn, we are looking forward to perhaps doing this again in the future. What do you have to say? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for tuning in to the very first live drawing of the Brethren Bachelorette.
Yes.